Oh, I see that Commissioner York has joined. Terrific. So welcome, everybody. I appreciate everybody's flexibility in getting this meeting together in such short notice. I apologize, my camera's not working, but it won't impede our business in any way. So we'll jump right in. Agenda item number 1, call to order and roll call. 1A, call for quorum. It is 12:02 p.m. on Wednesday, August 31st, 2022. I call this meeting of the Independent Redistricting Commission to order. For the record, the Executive Assistant, Valerie Newman, will be taking roll. When your name is called, please indicate you're present. If you're unable to respond verbally, we ask that you please type your name. Val.
Thank you, Madam Chair. Chairwoman Newberg.
Present.
Vice Chair Watchman.
Present.
Commissioner Meal.
Present.
Commissioner Lerner.
Present, and I also apologize, very bad Wi-Fi, so I'm going to be keeping my camera off.
Thank you. Commissioner York.
Present.
Also in attendance is Executive Director Brian Schmidt, Brett Johnson, and Eric Spencer from Snell and Wilmer, Roy Herrera, and I don't see Daniel Ariano from Herrera Ariano, and our transcriptionist Angela Miller. And that's everyone. Thank you.
Okay, thank you. Please note for the minutes that a quorum is present. Agenda item 1B, call for notice. Val, was the notice and agenda for the commission meeting properly posted 48 hours in advance of today's meeting?
Yes, it was, Madam Chair.
Thank you. Agenda item number 2, approval of minutes. We have 2A, the general session from earlier this week, August 29th, 2022. And we have 1 executive session, which was item 5, legal presentation and possible action on pending cases. So if there's no discussion on the minutes, I will entertain a motion to approve the general session and executive session minutes from August 29th.
I motion that we approve both of those sets of minutes.
Motion.
Commissioner Lerner, I heard you say, are you seconding the motion to approve the minutes?
Yes, I apologize for the problems. Yes.
Okay, please note for the record that Commissioner Lerner has seconded the approval of the general session and executive session minutes. With that, we'll take a vote. Vice Chair Watchman.
I abstain. I wasn't available.
Oh, that's right. I'm sorry. It was
No
Vice
problem.
Chair Watchman had a family situation. We missed you, Vice Chair Watchman. Commissioner Meal.
Aye.
Commissioner Lerner.
Aye.
Commissioner York.
Aye.
Chair Newberg is an aye, and with that, the minutes are approved 4-0. We move to agenda item number 3, opportunity for public comments. Public comment will now open for a minimum of 30 minutes and remain open until the adjournment of the meeting. The meeting today has a very short agenda. If for any reason the meeting were to conclude prior to the 30 minutes, we will keep the public comments open for a minimum of 30 minutes, and all commissioners will be able to review those public comments. As usual, comments will only be accepted electronically in writing on the link provided in the notice and agenda for this public meeting and will be limited to 3,000 characters. Please note, members of the commission may not discuss items that are not specifically identified on the agenda. Therefore, pursuant to ARS 38-431.01H, action taken as a result of public comment will be limited to directing staff to study the matter, responding to any criticism, or scheduling the matter for further consideration and decision at a later date. We now move to agenda item number 4, discussion on public comments received prior to today's meeting. I open it up to my colleagues if there are any comments. Yeah, I don't believe we've received much since we last met. With that, we will move to agenda item number 5, legal presentation and potential action on pending case. We had started a conversation on Monday on 5A, Moore versus Harper, the North Carolina case that will be heard before the United States Supreme Court. Vice Chair Watchman, given that you were not able to participate in our executive session in which we were able to seek legal advice, I'd like to open it up to you and also my other colleagues if there's a desire or a need to go into executive session, which would not be open to the public for the purpose of obtaining additional legal advice to further implement or advance these issues. We certainly can. We don't have to. So it's really if people have additional areas that they would like to seek guidance on from our council.
I do not.
Madam Chair, this is Vice Chair Watchman.
Yes.
I don't have any comments or questions. I did take a look at the minutes, and I did review the information prior to Monday's meeting, and my apologies for not being able to make it. I did have a family emergency, but I don't have any questions or comments. I think I reviewed all the material, so I have enough information to move forward on. Thank you.
Madam
Okay.
Chair,
Yes.
I've had time to really review and think about the discussion from Monday, and I'm prepared to make a motion that we approve filing the amicus brief on Harper versus Moore, and for the attorneys to take any actions that are necessary to get that brief filed.
And Madam Chair, I will second that motion.
Commissioner Lerner, you just said you seconded that motion?
Yes.
Okay, thank you. Is there any further discussion? I have nothing further that I need to add. Everything that I had to say, I said at Monday's meeting. And so if there's anybody that wants to share anything, I will, open it up to the vote. Okay. We are voting to approve the motion to move forward with the amicus brief as written by our council. Vice Chair Watchman.
Vote aye.
Commissioner Meal.
Aye.
Commissioner Lerner.
Aye.
Commissioner York.
Aye.
Chair Newberg is an aye. With that, we approve 5-0 to have our council move forward with filing the amicus brief. As always, thank you for your excellent counsel throughout the entire process. Anything our council would like to say on this matter before we move on?
No, Madam Chair.
Okay, thank you. Agenda item number 6, announcements. The only thing that I have is I know that there's been some questions about when the public will have access to the legal documents. They'll be made public after they are officially filed and become a part of public record, and we will certainly try to facilitate that process of getting the information out to everybody who's interested. Any other announcements from Brian, council? Okay, with that, agenda item number 7 is the closing of the public comments. So council, given that we're not officially closing them, I typically note that we are not able to discuss anything that comes up that was not on the agenda. Is there anything I need to add further at this point? Public comment opened at 12:06, so we will ensure that public comment stays open until at least 12:36. But is there anything else I need to say related to agenda item number 7 before we adjourn?
No, just also acknowledge, Madam Chair, that if anybody ever wants to make a web comment, they can do on the website anytime outside of our public hearing. So there's multiple avenues to be heard by the commission. But other than that, you have it right.
Okay, thank you. And that's an excellent point that we remain open to all different forms of feedback through our website and email. And even the old-fashioned way, today we heard that we have some letters waiting for us. So thank you very much. With that, we will move to agenda item number 8, adjournment. I will open it up for a motion to adjourn.
This Commissioner Lerner, I move to
Watchman seconds.
Okay, Vice Chair Watchman,
Aye.
Commissioner Meal,
Aye.
Commissioner Lerner,
aye.
Commissioner York.
Aye.
Chair Newberg is an aye. With that, we will adjourn, and I thank everybody again for your flexibility and, hard work this week. And we will be in touch.
Thanks.
Bye-bye.
Thank you.